Okay, communication.
On the soccer field, there's no such thing as over-communication.
If you drop the ball, you start all over.
Philip Manga knows all about starting over.
All right, gentlemen, there's no cheating here.
He came to Kentucky 13 years ago from the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Yeah. Get on it. Good, good. When I first came here, it was me and my dad and and just my other 3 brothers. And my mom was still back behind. We didn't know where she was. We were all separated from the war. And that's how I made it here.
As a refugee of war, Philip says he was uncomfortable at first in America. He couldn't speak English, but he created community. And this ball has been a big help in his growth.
Come on, now you're getting it. I tell people all the time, in our game, you don't really have to know other people's languages or where they're from and who they're with. The ball itself does all the work. If you can connect from that perspective, that opens up door for any other things. You get to know about your teammates later on, you get to know where they're from. All that starts with the ball.
And now, Manga cultivates community for those who have had to adapt and escape war just like he did. These young kids on this field find community through one another.
We have 20-plus nationality represented within the programs because, as you know, one thing about the African continent, everyone has their own culture and everyone has their way of doing things, which makes it so cool. But the one thing that brings us all together here is the love of community.
When you first got here, we couldn't have had a conversation, could we?
No. I barely knew English.
Philip has created Box to Box, a program that empowers youth to seek community through sports and exposure to education outside the lines. Ivan, a senior at Lafayette, can relate.
I feel like everybody has 2 lives. They got one when they're comfortable and one you gotta go to a place where you're not comfortable. Just when I was in Rwanda, I was comfortable. I was a little bit uncomfortable. To me, this right here, this like over here, living box to box, it means like don't stay in one place. Go outside, explore something. That's what box to box means to me. It's like you gotta be comfortable without being comfortable.
Although Philip leads this program, he credits their Lexington partner programs, but mainly the youth for growing this village on their own.
Basically, everybody's my mentor. The younger kids and the older people older than me, they're all mentors to me because I learn from the kids. I also learn from the grown-ups. I just really learn a lot from everybody. Even this game teaches me a lot. English, I learned it from this game. I can't say I talked to a person one day and I knew English. It was all communication, ball, pass.
On this field, mentorship is reciprocated, from the adults to the children. Relationships built on understanding.
That makes it easier for me to relate to these guys, and like I say, that's where I would like to say our relationship is built, not based on respect, but I would say based on understanding. Because our goal here is just to be better than what we were yesterday.